Alright, if this is working.
They're signed together.
Uh, Part 2. Lane, did you find it? Who is it? Who's that?
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait, they might know what's going on up there. If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabres. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground crusaders to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a
Definitely going with
fool's errand.
land.
None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
She's so evil.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible. This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the Underground Crusaders, the children of the Crusade's finest.
Sadly, Underground Crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
In Canabras, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
It came here with its owner, a long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
Hmm. How many times a year is that? It's only 714 guns a year. Well,
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Lan, watch your tongue. Yes, there are other ways up, but they are far from here, and after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the Underground Crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, sorty. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Alright. Save's coming, I think.
I am helpful, am I not?
Yeah, that works. Is that an experience?
Something. What's that there? I found something.
Can't make the demons wait.
Strange flash pierces the gloom, and Looney Cow feels drops of searing blood run down his chest. The wound healed by Trinderville reopens and weeps scarlet, but there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scent appears, carved chamber, this one or another one entirely. The new gal's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thought suddenly bursts into his mind. Thoughts clearly belong to another. Treachery, they betrayed me, trapped me, stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect, the people of whom I descended from heaven and come to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead, in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I'm about to die from this treacherous blow? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with golden braids lies on the rocks, clenching her slashed sides. She refuses to join the traitors. Paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have strength, I must. While recognizing the fortunate of foreign origins, of his thoughts. Looney Cow intrudes that he can control those somehow. So let's try to. Alright. You're an angel, so go with healing the wounds of the girl. Furious core uptraders. Wrath. Wrathful or no, merciful? Merciful. A sparkle healing magic illuminates the airy, musky scent before Looney Cow. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, "Liariel, you just said that everything was going to change soon. You said you and the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true?" Frenzy of foreign thoughts come faster and faster, like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. A priestess in colourful robes, observing the stars, a young female paladin, praying, clenching her own glowing sword. A mystical golden-winged angel, glazed into darkness, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clearly. "Only if you're willing, and only if you're ready. There is no going back." "Then don't waste your strength in healing me," the girl whispers. "Your mission is more important. You. Take care. It is near." There is a vision of darkness in the cave. Stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within the steps. A vague shadow. An outline. A nightmare come to life. A wave of odorous chirping and rustling emits from the shadow. The sound pierces like hot iron, lacing through flesh and bone. The traders fall to their knees before the shadow in revelant ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashed in her death throe. The yawning chest burns bright hot. Looney Cow's head pounds with pain. It is no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lyriel, who sent these visions, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. I get experience if I get these, don't I? I think it kind of want it to go show more vision, don't I? Or not? Alright. I do nothing. The force of this terrifying attack through origins in a vision is much greater than Looney Cow can understand. Crippling, fatigued, drags him to the ground. Hands trembling, cold piercing his skull and slowly creeping along his spine. The one who sent the vision is experiencing something similar. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the muck of the cave. It is not real. It exists only in the strange vision or memory, but the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadowy features starkly resemble these of Dazari and the terrifying Demon Lord. In a moment as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around your throat of the one they call Israel. Lariel, yeah. How to say Lariel. Foolish angel struggles on the rocks like a fly with its wings torn off. In tone, the shadows. Our voice changes and it moves, shifting from a quiet whispering to a serious shout? No. Becoming young, then old and quivering. Where is your God, angel? Where is the self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm evaporates the thoughts of one that called Delirial. He recognizes who stands before him. He knows he will never bow before this enemy. Flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering, with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stainless glass. Slash. The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster calls with a howl, releasing his grip on Lizario's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. He violently is but his pride remains undiminished. He grasps the sword and with his last burst of strength plunges it into the rock. Monica senses that the vision is fading, the rushed thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing he hears is this: "You will kill me, monster, this I know, but one day someone will come here, raise up my sword, they will take it, rise up and..." Alright, now I got a choice. Punish evildoers and traitors, save and protect the innocent. Oh, save and protect the innocent. Vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colour. Looney Cow does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought. Taking it to heart, the words fly from his lips, and with them, something else. The heart blazing in Looney Cow's chest fades away. The heat fades, The edges of the scarlet wounds close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looney Cow looks down. Looking down, Looney Cow sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warmth, soothing light, the sword vanishes and the light is drawn into your hand. Looney Cow senses it will return. All he needs to do is call it.
Hey! Are you alright? You were kinda glowing just now.
We'll pray to a Dromedae.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
Lariel? That really was Lariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs, and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Now, Wentwog, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff, because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing! Heaven has truly blessed you.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras. Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really. Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Yeah. It tells me about roles now. I thought I turned off tutorials.
Beautiful.
They'll beg me to stop.
Not supposed to be there. Using a bow, aren't you? So are you. People bow for now.
The mongrel did it.
Yet another obstacle.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan. Here comes trouble. Let's see what we can do.
Now what is that?
They will break against our resolve.
Here we go.
Look. I guess. This isn't voice acted. I want to, but I'm not going to risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. Chief Skull is hesitant, and for good reason. He also understands how dangerous it is for the tribe. Len's the only one who believes from these children's games of heroism. I'll go alone if I have to find them, or whatever's left of them. Without any heroics, relying only on myself, risking only my own life. Wengel slows. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together and find the way to the surface. Len is sure the light should be shown to the mongrels. I'll just say is, Lan. She grins and she grunts and puffs, smirk, unfold. Yeah. He wants to play the hero. His first idea, if you remember, was to grab the sword and run headlong into the maze. Does that sound like a plan to you? To me, it sounds like suicide. The worst part is that the tribe might actually take his words to heart and follow where he leads. I thought you considered the mongrels to be great warriors. Engel says, the descendants of great warriors. I believe my people are worthy of greatness. But we are strong and can do many things. That's why we're chased down here. We scared people. But it's one thing to go hunting in caves and another to fight in the shield maze. She clears her throat. She leans closer. Her pupils dilating. I've been there. I've seen my whole life training so I could make it through all the way to the end. There were more of us trackers at the start. We were young and stupid. What's a couple of monsters when there's a whole world out there waiting for us? That's what we thought, but we weren't prepared. The maze isn't a physical challenge. It's cunning and full of traps. It's dark. It's the primordial night. And if you close your eyes and listen, you hear whispers right behind you. Soft, stinging singing in the distance that seemed to rise and fall with the beating of your heart. She looks away. I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. I don't want to have to do that again, and it will happen again if a crowd of ill-prepared fighters burst into the maze with no idea where they're going, or because Len believes that a glowing sword will solve all their problems. I'll tell her. I'll think about it. Let's go. Don't show the chief the light, and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface. I swear it. I'm taking a weapon. I know she can't be trusted.
I can handle it.
Oh. I missed a bit of loot. Get it.
Can't make the demons wait.
Trying to face him.
I'll prove I am
Doubt
the
is the
best.
heart's
What's on your
greatest
mind?
challenge.
I wonder.
Rely on
Open
me.
your heart to me.
No reason to pause.
You can trust me.
You can. What?
Should I?
We will win this war.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
What's going on here?
I will help where I can.
I'll watch your back.
How does that last? 30 holding shaman received plus one more bonus on attack rolls and weapon damage. It's increased by 1. Shaman can use this ability Number of rounds per day. Okay, per round. I need to be. Okay.
A bright future awaits us.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Are we in trouble yet?
You don't need charge. I need shield all that.
Only you deserve my obedience.
Beautiful. Let's see what we can do.
The first impression of the Mongol village is just squeamish, damp with the odors to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see mongrels gutting white, eyeless fish, while others are repairing fishing nets, all signs of normal village life, but tense. Expectation hangs in the air. Heavy-aged mongrel slowly shifts his way towards you. The hair in his head grows limp. Wispy strands. His face has a distinctly rat-like appearance with pronounced teeth, and you can hear a rattling sound in his chest. Every breath he takes, one of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture. Okay, Uplanderish. End times are upon us indeed. I'm not about to read those type of words. Whoop. Skipped. Oops. Oh well. Here's this hand. Broken fingernails. Land. Always dreaming, always talking. You're way too harshly for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble. Slowly eyes you up and down. An Uplander with a lighter heaven. That's too good for us. That kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Land trusts people because he likeish to believe. Isn't that right, Lan? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. Wengul stares at you intently like a cat watching a bird and shakes her head in warning. Alright, Dick. Is there someone else from the surface here? I'll help you find the lost mongrels in the maze, but you can quit hoping for a magical sword to appear. Alright, willful angel mythical path to reveal the light. Learner's mistake. Chaotic. Learner's mistake. We couldn't find a sword. I am going chaotic path, but it's not chaotic good though. Ask some questions first. There he is, pale and hearty in prime as a peacock, just like me. Sol laughs, but quickly returns to business. Shall not. Good. Too many uplandish. Not good. Not right. What are you up to here? You're not one of us. We are not your kind. When the time comes, we'll come to you, not you to us. Alright. Heavenly flames flared alive as you, at your unspoken command, bright, pure, dancing with multicolored lights like a sunbeam passing through stained glass. The mongrels appeared, abandoned their tasks and stare, untransfixed. The light is bright, but not blinding. It is warm, but its warmth is so deep. You performed a lawful action. Sol is silent for a while. Tears are streaming down his wide, pale face, but the old man doesn't even care to wipe them away. So, it's true. The angel did not forsake us. No, he came back from the dead. He came to save our children. Lin gives you a nod of thanks. The skull half of his face is indifferent, but the human half is visibly revealed, as if he wasn't sure at all this time if you would support him. Winter shishes you like an angry cat. See these fishermen, these hunters, these husks of men and women? Their blood will be on your hands. You don't even know what to say to that, do you? You're a coward. Now the murderer of innocents. You always think the worst, Wendu. We're not on our own anymore. On our own in this anymore. We've got allies, well, a couple at least, but one good fighter's worth 10 bad ones. You have the right of it, Len, but when Nethers, we're going to wait. I sent a messenger to summon all the tribish. It will take time, yes, but we'll all come. They will all come for the light. Wait, uplandish. Resh a while in one of our hutch. A home-ish, yours home. Alright, Chief, understood. Let's hope that a few hours isn't the difference between life and death for those kids. If they ask me what took us so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. Umduz only grinds her teeth in silence. Never level up, okay? Bush.
Here we go again.
Stay with Cavalier. Wonder. Okay. Yeah, saving roll, my choice. Alright, obviously chaotic. Chaotic. Oh, maybe I should have run a lawful. Too late now. What should I go? Good. So we'll stay with it. Which one's... Fortitude, reflex, or will? Or the reflex? Which one's AoE? Let's think single target, reflex, fortitude. Might be AoE? That'd be mind things, I think. Fortitude would be very good because reflex. Go reflex. So, yeah. Let's see. Right here. Okay, no, we're not so. I know this. Deploy your blade to dodge area attacks. Yep, so that's AoE. Yeah, not just fire. Abilities will reduce the effects. Faithful should be. Hmm.
Rely on me.
Now to work out what I'll do with these guys.
A bright future awaits us.
I might look this up. PathFinder righteousness. Uh, hmm. Hmm. The reference on the mounted person. Yeah. Should have worked this out before. I think I'll leave it here for now. Come back to let's go before. So save.